I see one goddamn fucked up horror picture.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about A24'S X.
Our days of struggling may soon be over.
Hollywood, here we go.
So this is it. Our own studio backlog.
Brand new horror movie from A24. Before we get into it, A24's horror movies are weird for me. I have a weird relationship with A24 horror movies. Some of them I like, some of them I don't like. Movies like Midsommar, The Lighthouse. They're okay for me. I don't necessarily love them, but they're okay. Those are the only two I've ever seen. But I wanted to check this movie out because it seemed like it was more up my wheelhouse. This is more of a grindhousey, Texas Chainsaw Massacre looking movie. And I love movies like that. I do. I like a lot of those. I mean, that's why I give most, if not all, of Rob Zombie's movies just a little bit of appreciation, because they look like grindhousey, dirty fucking movies from the 70s. So this one, the reason I wanted to go see this one because it just, by the trailers and everything I've seen from it, it looked like it was more towards my appeal. It looked like it appealed more towards me. I could actually love A24'S. I thought I could actually love an A24 movie because of this movie, the way X looked. So, A24'S. Let's get into it. To be honest, I have a lot more positives than I do negatives with this movie. But I have one major negative that holds me back from like loving this movie to just. So yeah, but we'll get into it. I really like this movie a lot. My main number one positive I want to get into is I love the way this movie looks. The cinematography looks awesome. The 70s grindhouse look to it is fucking awesome. I love it. I just love the way this movie was shot. Ty West, I think did a great job with the way the movie looks. There's even this certain editing choice he brings to where it's kind of like a flash where when we go to a next scene, and it's not every scene, but majority of the scenes, there's this quick little edit which I appreciated, where it will flash to the next scene really quick and then flash back to what we're watching. Flash to the next scene, flashback, and then we'll move on to the next scene. It was a really cool editing choice, and I thought that was really cool. It made it feel like you were watching a tape and it was skipping. I like that. That was a really cool editing choice. I really liked it a lot. The characters, I actually surprisingly liked all the characters. There were no characters that I was like, oh, you're annoying, I want to see you get killed. No, I thought they all did pretty well, actually. I enjoyed their, I guess you could call it backstory. I mean, the movie's centered around a bunch of kids that set out to go make a porno movie because they want to get they want to get into Hollywood business. They want to get in there, and they all have their own little different reasons on why they want to get into the business. Some people want to get into it just to get away from certain things in their past. Certain people want to get into it for the money. Everybody has their own certain reasons on why they want to get into the porn industry. And I thought that was cool. It made all the characters relatable. It made them all, like, unique to each other. I love the cast of characters. I thought they all did great, especially my girl Jenna Ortega, who did awesome in this fucking movie. I can't wait. She's now on my radar, along with, like, her and Samara Weaving, for, like, upcoming horror chicks that I'm like, I'll watch anything you're in, because you're fucking badass. So yeah, Jenna Ortega did great. Everybody did great. Like, there's no, like, acting-wise, you'll never hear a problem from me. Even the, which again, you've seen the trailers, the older couple, I thought they did fine, even though the older lady, she's played by the same lady who's the main character in X. I can't remember her name. I'll put her up on the screen. But I thought that, again, acting-wise, did great. The look of the movie did great. The fucking cinematography was beautiful. I actually loved the soundtrack, again, from the 70s, so I know a lot of those tracks. I can't even name, there's just so many fucking songs from the 70s. So I loved the soundtrack. It was really cool. It definitely brought that 70s aesthetic vibe. And I do actually like the slow burn, even though, like, the killings and the whole slasher aspect of this movie doesn't start until about an hour and 5 minutes in. I wasn't bored. I wasn't like, all right, bro, let's get to the slashers. But I was definitely curious. I was like, man, we're like an hour into the movie and nothing's happening. Where are we going? So it wasn't necessarily a problem, but it was just more of a, okay, I'm curious when the slasher aspect's gonna come in. So, but yeah, no, it was interesting all the way through. There's definitely a lot of tense moments. Like one of my favorite tense moments, without spoiling anything, is a moment with an alligator. That's all I'll say. It's a very intense moment. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand what I mean. I thought everything was great about the movie, other than the one thing about the movie that I don't know how to feel. Now, on the way home from the movie, because I just got out of the theater, I've been driving, just getting out of the theater. I've been listening to some other people's reviews, just to kind of, not necessarily copy or just like whatever. I just wanted to hear what other people had to say, because I wanted to see if I was going to align with some people, maybe dislike some other people. I just wanted to see what other people had to say first before I got on camera and really said how I felt. Because if I said how I felt immediately walking out of the theater, it would have seemed more negative than positive. I wanted the movie to sit on me a little bit. I wanted to hear other people's conversations about it. I wanted to digest the movie a little more. And again, I do love everything about this movie. I do. I really do. Even the kills. The kills were brutal. All of them. Even though some people, I will admit, on YouTube are overhyping the kills, they're not anything groundbreaking. Holy shit, you've never seen kills in a movie like this in the past 10 years. That's a little overhyped. They were good kills. They were bloody kills, but they weren't certainly nothing like crazy. They weren't like, holy shit, Halloween better do that. Like, calm your horses down, man. I mean, they were creative and they were cool. They were gory and nasty, but they weren't like holy shit. So relax with that, please. But no, the one major thing that held me back from absolutely loving this movie is what the movie hinges on, which is the main plot. Again, without going into spoilers, the main plot of the movie is something to do with the old people and the younger people are getting picked off one by one, and the older people are kind of weird and suspicious. And it's like, the movie hinges on the plot of the old people. The movie centers around the old people and why they're doing what they're doing and why they're all weird and creepy. And I just can't get behind it. Like, again, I like everything about this movie, but other than what the movie's hinging on, which is the old people plot, the old person's plot, to me, it was just so weird and bizarre. And it's like, I understand it. So I don't want people in the comment section to be like, well, you just don't understand it. No, I understand. I understand the old people story. I understand it very well. It's just more of a, I don't know how I feel about that. That is just weird and crazy, and I don't necessarily know if I want to enjoy that. I mean, I was in a theater with like 4 other people, and there were certain scenes that came up that included the old people doing some sexual things together, and people were just laughing. And it's like, I can't help but laugh at this. Like, this is just, it's so weird and crazy that it's kind of like, So, again, I know that's a weird thing, but it's really hard for me to like love this movie, because again, I love everything about it. I really do. But the old people thing, the old people plot that the movie's hinging on, and it's literally the most important plot of the whole movie is the old people story of why they're doing what they're doing. I can't get behind. It's too bizarre and weird for me to appreciate. Again, it's not terrible. I'm not saying it's like, holy shit, you like that? What the fuck? It's just more of a, it's too bizarre for me to sit there and go, that's fucking badass, that's awesome, I love that. It's just more of a, okay. I mean, I understand it, appreciate it, but that's fucking weird. Again, I do want to talk about it, so I'm going to include spoilers here at the end of the video, but I just wanted to get the general synopsis out first. Good movie. Definitely know the kind of person you are before you go into it. I would definitely say it is a good A24 horror movie. To me, it was better than The Lighthouse. It was better than Midsommar. It is a movie I would watch again, but I don't necessarily want to go back to it right away. Because, again, that old people plot, I'm still not behind. But yeah, good movie. Definitely it appealed to me more than the others. So if A24 either makes that prequel that they're talking about or a possible sequel, I might like those more. But going just based off of the movie X, it is a good movie. Better than some other horror A24 movies that I've seen. Definitely would say go out and watch it for sure. If you're an A24 fan, go out and see it. If you're a casual horror fan, I don't know. I don't necessarily know if you would enjoy this. If you're a big horror fan like me that loves slashers and those grindhousey 70 movies, this is definitely up your wheelhouse, but definitely don't walk into it thinking it's going to be like a fucking crazy masterpiece or anything. So, but X, it's okay. It's good. I like it. Just don't necessarily love one aspect, which is really holding me back from really loving the movie. So yeah, that's my non-spoiler. I want to talk about the spoilers real quick because I got to. There's no way that I can not talk about this movie without talking about the one thing that's holding me back. So spoilers for A24'S X. You've been warned. See you next time. So yeah, the old people plot. I understand it. Don't get me wrong. I understand it. I understand, the husband can't get it up. He has heart problems. They can't fuck. So she sees these young people that come and make a porno, and she gets basically jealous because she's like, I can't fuck like I used to. I want to feel pretty. I want to do that. She has sexual needs. And clearly they've been doing this before because you see the car out in the lake and that dead body underneath the basement that I'm guessing is used as a sex doll for her because it was a guy, he had a penis. And it's like, okay, I understand, and it's kind of sweet. It's like, oh, you want to fuck your husband. You want to fuck your husband. Okay, I get it. I understand that. Young people perceive sex as just it's a whatever thing, just fuck. Old people perceive it as lovemaking. I get the themes behind it. It's just fucking weird when you have a 15 going on 10-minute sex scene with old people fucking and you see all of it. You see the tits, you see the ass, you see the vajayjay, you see everything. And it's like, bro. Like, hey, yo, like, come on. Come on, man. Like, who really wants to sit in a theater with other people and watch old people fuck? Come on. Like, come on. So, that's what really held me back from this movie. It's just the weirdness of old people killing these young people, which, again, we've seen it before. We've seen older people. Hell, Michael Myers is 70 years old and he's still kicking ass. But he doesn't look like the dude in this movie where he has wrinkles. He looks like Doc Brown if he's been like an alcoholic for 20 years. Like, it's hard for me to sit here and get scared or get really into the story when it's old people killing young people. It just, my brain or whatever the fuck, it doesn't like scare me. And then the fact that she's literally only killing because they won't touch her and she's not getting any sexual need. It's just like, hearing me talk about it right now is like, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm talking about a horror movie that involves, the main plot is about this old people who can't fuck. So she kills young people to fuck them. Like, bro, you hear what I'm saying? So that's what's really holding me back from this movie. Because honestly, I do love this movie. It's really cool. It's really awesome. But the fucking old people plot holds me back because it's so fucking bizarre and weird. And I can't get behind that. I can't get behind old people and fucking and like, I don't understand. Like, again, I understand why they're doing it. I understand the needs, but it's just fucking weird. It's weird. Like, so yeah. I like this movie a lot. Just that old people subplot. It's just, it pulls, and again, that's the main plot of this movie. The movie hinges and it's hinged on the fact that this is about old people and they're killing young people for a certain reason. The movie literally is resting on those shoulders, and it's hard for me to get behind that. So it's hard for me to really walk away from this movie being like, it's fucking awesome, I love it, when your main plot is the main issue I have. Everything else I love, but the main plot, the old people and the fucking, and the, all that, like, weird. So yeah, no, A24'S X, I do like it. Maybe if I watch it again, or give it a few more days to sit on me, I'll like it more. But as of now, good movie. I really like it. But I have an issue with the main plot and the whole old people and fucking thing. And since we're in the spoilers, I'll say my favorite kill in the whole movie actually was the Fear of the Reaper scene, which you'll see when you watch the movie. It's really cool. I loved the editing in that scene. It was really cool. So yeah, but no, A24'S X. I don't know what else to say other than A24'S X. So yeah, but yeah. You let me guys know what you think down below. Do you love this movie? Are you mixed on this movie? Do you fucking hate this movie? You think it's dumb? I've heard people say this movie's dumb as fuck. So yeah, do you love this movie? You mixed on it? You hate it? Let me know down below. Definitely would love to read other people's opinions on this movie, because this movie is definitely a splitter. It definitely will split people for sure. So yeah, let your voices be heard down below. And as always, like and subscribe, and peace.